swipe that down. All right. Picky. Better, I'm assuming.
Oh shit! I knew I was gonna do that.
And Facebook's payout was lame. That was lame. If anybody got that payout for Facebook, that was lame as hell. Somebody agree with me? Anybody receive that payout for Facebook? I got $475 on my payout. How much did you guys get? I got $475 on payout. So let's go up a little bit. Go back. Let's go. That. To move that. Get a full picture, huh? See if that's better. That's better. There we go. Yeah, did anybody get that Facebook $475? How much did you get on your Facebook? I got $470 on my Facebook. That was lame. What does that really help in? What does that really do? 470. 470. That's crazy. Social media is lame. Social media is lame. If you're gonna use social media, use it right. Because it's kind of lame. And the only way you can get paid out is put your music on a distro, whoever you're going to put it on, and then use it on the rails. Even if it becomes a meme, it's all good, I guess. But Facebook is lame other than that. Nobody's... That's fine. Kind of doing a webcam. Usually don't do the webcam. Is that too much? It's kind of too much. I'll try. Maybe this. Maybe that. Maybe that. Maybe that's good enough right there. Webcam ain't the greatest, but hey, let's try to get this to be straight. Yeah, Facebook's lame. Anybody that is just trying to use Facebook for your business, there's going to be a different time that the whole internet is going to change and Facebook isn't going to like it. Facebook to me is gobbling up all the money. That's so lame. That's lame. All these platforms are lame. All this stuff, lame. We don't got nothing to... Can't even be a capitalist no more. And if you have an idea, you need to shut up about your ideas because there's somebody else that will capitalize on your idea. And again, nobody's watching. Everybody's at work doing whatever they're doing. But I am trying to struggle and do my thing. Entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur is probably the hardest thing you can do. It's like your mind constantly trying to work, figure it out on your own. Entrepreneurship isn't dead. It's just there's not a lot of people doing it anymore. So Just had to get up on here, test it out. Everybody's just probably not paying attention. This is not my times that I get on, so it's all good. Had to just post up, put the work in. Fortunately, this place, I'm gonna have to move out of this place soon. Figure out a new place to move into. This place is cool, but has a lot of problems. Yeah. So I know a lot of people ain't getting up on my stuff, but that's cool. That's fine. But we do have a system that we did build. The system is built by a little bit away from the mainstream internet. The mainstream internet is just too saturated with mainstream things, mainstream ads. And when you look at it in a mainstream perspective, I've never been a mainstream. I've always been the underground, looking for underground stuff, underground music. I've always been that type of individual. Everybody's just put on this mainstream, and everybody wants to be mainstream. Mainstream isn't always about getting what you want. You might get the fame, but you're not going to actually get the money that you want. Some people look really famous. They look like they're getting it, but in reality, they're broke. And what I'm trying to do is just put in the work and not look so fancy. Putting in the work, putting the money aside, and reinvesting. And when you already built your own operating system, it gets foreshadowed by other big tech companies. Big tech companies, that's what it is. It's big tech. Big tech. Big tech is the one that actually is taking over everything. And when you think about them taking over everything, where's the money? Where is the money being put? Back in their pockets? I know somebody out there just got the 471 payout. 471 on your payout for what? A settlement that happened? That was that's ridiculous. So, with that being said, why won't we just build our own area? All these innovations are happening, and if they're going to be building servers that are taking over lands, well, we got to be the first ones to adapt into those servers so we can take part of that area, because as far as I'm concerned, the whole world's been taken over by the ones that had an opportunity before us, before this actually hit. And what we call inflation, man, things are just getting higher. Yeah, sure, you can up the hourly for people to get paid on an hourly basis. But in reality, when inflation hits, does that really matter if you're getting paid more on hourly? So it's like, who gets hit in between those? It's small businesses, because people don't have enough income to go spend on a small business. And that's not right, because everybody's impacted through this ecosystem. And if we break down the ecosystem so the money isn't being gobbled by big tech and locals can get involved with this tech, that means that the locals can have a chunk of that piece of gold, because that piece of gold is something different. It's the data. The data is the new gold front, and that's what they don't want to tell you. The people that are doing it now, they're out here digging for gold, and they actually know what they're looking for. And these days, they're not going to tell you what they found. These days, they want to get to the opportunity before you do, because they have more money. Back in the day, at least the opportunity was with everybody. So now, what do we have? We have the rich people taking over, and the whole new gold front is those servers that are going to be put into the lab. And I understand nobody's listening. Nobody will listen. It's probably right now in a time where everybody's at work. But people should start listening, because big tech is taking over. Big tech is taking over your little company. Your company has to get incorporated inside of Facebook. You have to make it inside of Facebook ecosystem, and that can ruin your whole business experience of trying to get it to grow. There might be something in the algorithm that pushes people to in the algorithm that pushes it to have it in a more favor that's not good for your company. So why are we going to be building something that's being built off an algorithm that doesn't understand human emotions? And when you think about human emotions, something that we don't like and that we don't like online, the algorithm might see that as something that we might like. So there might be a misinterpretation on the algorithm, thinking, oh, well, this entity likes watching this thing. So the algorithm thinks you like it. But in reality, you don't like it, but you keep sharing it. So you're feeding the algorithm. You're feeding the algorithm. We need to break down the algorithm. The algorithm actually needs to be local. The local algorithm needs to be set in all local areas, not just the local area that I'm going to try to incorporate with my local area that I'm going to try to get involved in. But every local system should be incorporating a local ecosystem on the internet for their business. That way it'll benefit their business. Because if you can hold the data into your business, you can sell the data from your business and benefit from more money from your business. The ecosystem has changed and everything is scattered to make you think that you need to work for other people in order for you to get the money that you need. Side hustles do exist, but it's really up to you to figure out what the side hustle is on the internet for you to understand that something could work benefit for you and your business. And I'm not even pitching anything to nobody. That's just something that I built with my own app and have an experience to understand that I can incorporate all these different things into my app. Once you start to understand that you can incorporate all these things into your app, then you can start understanding that the businesses that you could incorporate, and of course, this is an Android operating system, so the business side of it could be where Android devices that are only maintained by the operating system that I built, and other people are going to help me because I just built it. I need other smart people to help me to uplift it to the next level. I can't do it all. That's something else. But the aspect of doing this would be to gather up more intelligence to make it more what it needs to be. The local ecosystem will be able to benefit because the monetization that's already on the ads actually will help the local ecosystem, because now you have something that will be a business can actually put their business in that engine search of a local ecosystem. There they can have a menu. There somebody can actually be at the store playing music on this same app that helps another local musician get his plays up by playing it legitimately throughout businesses and getting his music heard. And through different platforms, you could still get paid on your main platform and still get paid on the platform that will be localized to the locals, wherever the locals might be. And to understand this is kind of mind blowing. But I think big tech is overwhelming everybody with AI, and AI is being overwhelmed by people. So to bring it down, to bring it a notch, is to understand to build something that's already been there and to rebuild it back up, and then possibly have AI incorporated into it. And it's something that to really look into when we're trying to build something on the ecosystem of the internet that we want to call ours, because Facebook, and I'm sorry, but to be hypocritical right here on YouTube, it's not allowing me to grow my brand the way I wanted to. It's going to kind of keep me down, because what I'm doing is going to kind of try to get users to come over here to my app. But I'm not trying to take anybody's YouTube. I'm not trying to take YouTube's people away from YouTube, because my app doesn't run like YouTube. It runs similar to YouTube and similar to social media. But I think it was important for me to understand when I was building this as I was building it, to get more people involved in this, to get more people paid. There's a lot of people in the United States that are going without. There's a lot of people, just businesses, I want to say generally, local businesses that can have a help in coming up with this type of local system. And I know a lot of people aren't going to watch me. That's fine. Because it's not very interesting to talk about money. But it is interesting to make money. And nobody watches. I don't know why nobody watches this. Is it not working right or properly? Let's see, maybe it's too gloomy. Let's try that. Maybe. Oh, I thought it was like, oh, God, maybe. For some reason, the phone works better. I don't know why. Well, I'll end this session. I'll do another one tomorrow. For some reason, webcam doesn't work the same as. I'll see you guys later.